Hey guys, welcome to my hair channel. My name is Natasha and this is my detailed tutorial on knotless boho braids. After 5 years of doing my braids at home to save money, I'm finally trying human hair for the very first time instead of synthetic braiding hair. This hair is specifically from Ywigs. I ordered the 26-inch body wave and I used 2 packs for the whole style. The bundles were so soft and high quality, I don't know how I'm gonna go back to braiding with fake hair after this. But anyways, in this video, I'll be covering my prep routine, like wash day and blow drying, tips for crispy, perfect parts, especially behind your head, my feed-in method to get them extra flat, and then all of the products I swear by to keep my hair healthy in this protective style. Alright, so first off for prep, before I even wash my hair, I do an oil treatment, and this has grown my hair out so much over the years. I do it before every single shampoo. I like to use something lightweight like this neem oil from TGIN, but honestly the brand doesn't even matter. Sometimes I use coconut or virgin olive oil for my kitchen. The most important thing is consistency, so again, I do it before every shower. I comb out most of my knots, moving from the ends up to my roots, and I save the brush detangling for the shower when I deep condition. And for all my protective styles, I like to shampoo twice to get it squeaky clean. Oh my gosh, it's so hard filming in the shower. It gets so steamy. Okay, but I shampoo, rinse, shampoo again, rinse, and then I follow with a deep conditioner to lock in moisture. I never really use regular conditioner, honestly. It's just not moisturizing enough for my dry hair. So this is the deep conditioner from Sacred, Beyonce's new hair care line. It's really one of the best moisturizers I've ever tried. I love it. I always let my deep conditioner sit for like 5-10 minutes while I finish my shower routine, and then I brush it out thoroughly and rinse. And this is honestly the hardest part of this entire style today, but I finished my shower with a cold water rinse just to seal in all that moisture and smooth down frizz. I have high porosity hair, so this one little step just does wonders for me. It's probably great for your skin too, but I'm not quite there yet in my health journey. Only hair, so. But this is my hair totally clean with no product, and the first thing I use is this healing serum by Lanza. I use it after every wash day because it prevents split ends, which really helps my hair retain length. And then I follow up with a heat protectant because I do apply quite a bit of heat when I braid to make sure the style lays really flat and neat. Next up, I like to blow dry with this little Revlon brush dupe. It was on Amazon for like 25 bucks and it really speeds up the process. I love it. Plus it's nice only having to hold one tool instead of like a brush and a blow dryer. It just gets too much. Lastly, for my prep, I do a tiny trim with some hair scissors. I think this is actually called dusting because I'm like barely cutting it off. I just cut off any visible split ends. And that's it for prep. Oil treatment, shampoo, deep condition, serum, heat protectant, and blow dry. Woo, I finished like 3 in the morning, so I'm going to bed now. But first up, length check. Ew. I'm telling y'all, it's the oil treatments. It's the oil treatments. Now for the first day of braiding. I like to start from the bottom so I can practice and just get my method down on the part of my head that's not super visible. I'm a really big fan of perfect parts, like scary perfect, and one of the best tools to achieve this, besides years of practice of course, is a triple mirror, also from Amazon. I like to part one row at a time, make sure it's perfectly straight, and then go ahead and do the squares. Okay, so some of you will love this and some will just hate it, but I do straighten my hair on medium heat for braids, which is why I need that heat protectant. I find it lays my hair really flat, but it also makes it so my hair requires less gel. I don't have to grip the roots as tight, and I don't have to add in as much hair to tuck it. So in a way, I kind of feel like straightening your hair for braids keeps it healthier because it requires less tension. Plus, I only do it once at the very beginning, which in my opinion is not really enough to cause heat damage. That comes from more so like daily straightening, like if you wear a silk press. I move up one row at a time. Each braid has about 2 or 3 curls out, and I really take my sweet little time parting the top because that's the most visible. All right, now to finally get into my feed-in method. Last 2 braids, wow, yes! The best braid gel I've ever tried is the So Slick braid and grip gel from Kaleidoscope. Make sure you don't use edge control, y'all. It's not meant for braids and it causes dryness and white flakes, so always get a stronghold braid gel. I used to make that mistake and my hair fell out. So to start it off, I use 2 pieces of regular braiding hair, not the curls, just to give it some structure at my roots. I smooth my roots down and I split it into 3 pieces and then add that first tiny piece of hair and start braiding down as if it's not there. I'll braid down about an inch from my scalp, and there should be one piece of hair that doesn't have an extension, which is where I'll feed in that second piece. So now all 3 pieces have one. And it's really simple. Here's a close-up. I just hold the fake piece up against 2 of my real pieces and braid. The more you practice, the more natural it comes, and eventually it's just kind of muscle memory. Now it's time to add in the human hair. So I use a little bit of that braid gel on the top just to neatly separate each piece off, and I feed it in the exact same way with that blunt side going in my braid first. And usually that short piece is sticking out, so I'll add some extra gel to smooth it down and keep everything neat and tucked as I braid. Okay, now this is the key part of this entire style. Once I've braided down a couple times to secure the curl, I take that human curly piece and I pull it back out of my braid and set it out the way. It's pretty easy to spot because the texture is super slippery compared to your real hair, and it's much longer. And then I repeat this one more time because I like the look of like 2-3 curls per braid. But if you want a fuller, more curly look, I've seen people add like 5 or 6, but that's just a lot more maintenance. Lastly, I add one more piece to end it off so that the ends of my braids are also curly. And my favorite part of this style is I only have to braid down to the end of my natural hair, whereas before where I would just like braid down all the way to my hips. And then once that's tucked in, I just end the braid and let the rest be curly. Okay, now one unique part of this style is you can't really just dip the ends in hot water or leave it loose like you would synthetic hair because it's super slippery and it will unravel. So I take the tiniest piece of hair and I tie a simple knot, maybe 3 or 4 times so it doesn't come loose. And after each braid, I take some scissors and cut off those little ugly pieces sticking out. So it's nice and neat. And that's really it. For my very last braid, I'm doing the same thing, adding that first piece of regular synthetic hair at the root, another piece about an inch down, and then I go in and add 2 or 3 curly pieces, which I braid in and then pull back out and just hold it out the way. The questions I get asked the most are how long did this take and how many braids I put in. This took me about 5 days, but I only worked on it for like 4 or 5 hours a day because I do work in the office full time. And then I just counted, I have a total of 139 braids in my head. Whew, this was a project. And then this is the final look once all the braids are in. Now for final touches, I add mousse to the curls to make it really neat, but I don't really put this on my roots because again, it's straightened, so I don't want to add any water just yet. The only product I really put on my roots is a lightweight oil to soothe my scalp. This is the same one I was using at the beginning. I trim my ends a little to make it all even, and voila! It's extremely lightweight, it's super flowy, and I say this all the time, but this is definitely my favorite hairstyle that I've attempted at home so far. So I'm definitely gonna do it again, probably in like blonde or red or something. Also, I had a little bit of hair left over, which is perfect because I'll probably use it to refresh the top and sides after a few weeks and make it look nice and fresh again. Okay guys, last thing I wanted to include in this video was like a update on how it looked after like a week or two, because I feel like knotless braids, they get kind of messy really quick because it's not as much, you know, fake hair tucking your real hair into it, which is a big reason why I like to straighten my hair for braids. I just feel like it extends the longevity and the freshness of the style. But so yeah, I just wanted to give a 2-week update. I've had these braids in for 2 weeks now. And then 2, I wanted to show a direct comparison of the human hair that I use versus the synthetic that I used last time, because I can already tell it's making such a big difference. Like this hair just doesn't really tangle as much, and I just like don't have to put any products in it, you know. It's really minimal tangling. It feels so soft to the touch, and it just like looks a little better. Let me just show you. Okay, so here is a bundle that I have left over of the Body Wave, again from Ywigs. Love them. So first off, a benefit of using human hair is it comes bulk, and bulk just means, you know, it's already free hair, it's ready to just be picked off and added into the braid. So this is the Body Wave Human Natural Brown Color braiding hair. And then I wish I had a black one, but I used all of it last time I braided my hair. But I do have this ginger color that I have left over because I braided my friend's hair. And this wasn't too bad, honestly, to use. The only thing that was sort of inconvenient with this is these are tracks. So I would have to cut the hair off the track. If you can see, this is where I was like cutting it off last time. But the only downside to using this organic breezy wave hair is one, it kind of tangles like really quick. It's good for synthetic hair, but I feel like it was tangling really fast and it just like made my braids look kind of messy. One thing I do like about this is like the texture. It seems like the curls are a little bit tighter, but honestly that ended up not really being a problem. I feel like how the texture really totally ended up after putting like water in it and a little bit of mousse, it curled up. Like this is the exact same hair, but I feel like this looks a little bit curlier. I don't know, I guess it was just the products I was using, but this is the hair, y'all. That's nice, look how soft. That's good. And then here's what my hair looked like too. Oh, hey kitty, you wanna say hi? Cute, cute. Okay, here's my hair update. It's not like, you know, crispy like the first day I got it done, but I still feel like it looks really neat. It's still super flat, it's not really frizzy. And yeah, it look good. So I do love my braids when they're, you know, brand new, freshly done that first day and the parts are all crispy and there's no frizz. But I do also really love when my hair is kind of grown out a little bit and I can start like flipping it to the side and wearing different styles. It's just not as tight. And I feel like it like looks more natural, like coming out of my scalp, you know? But yeah, I love this style so far. I'm glad I have some left over here because I'm definitely gonna do it again. What I'm probably gonna do is like take these out and the top out like after a few weeks and refresh them so I don't have to totally take the style down. I've gotten so many compliments on it. Like everyone's asking me where I got it done or what hair I used for the braids or like how I got my part super straight. So that's why I always like making these little videos for you guys to spill the secrets. But yeah, I love it. I'm probably gonna do red or ginger next. That would be so cute. Or like maybe a light brown. Options. I love how flat it is. I love how neat it still looks after 2 weeks, which is sometimes kind of rare for knotless braids, especially boho. But yeah, it's cute. I'm feeling myself. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.